Our topic is on personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is how you take care of your body. Maintaining hygiene practices reduces the spread of illness and, of course, the risk of medical conditions caused by not taking care of yourself. It also increases self-confidence and positively impacts personal relationship. Good personal hygiene is one of the best ways to protect yourselves from getting gastro or infectious diseases like what we are experiencing at present, the COVID-19, okay, the colds, and of course flu. Washing your hands with soap removes germs that can make you ill. Maintaining good personal hygiene will also help prevent you from spreading diseases to other people. There are also good personal hygiene habits. Washing the body often. If possible, every day should have a shower or bath. However, there may be times when this is not possible. For example, when people are out of camping or there is a shortage of water. If this happen, okay, a swim or a wash all over the body with a wet sponge or cloth will do. Cleaning the teeth at least once a day, brushing the teeth after each meal is the best way of making sure that gum disease and tooth decay are avoided. It is very important to clean teeth after breakfast and immediately before going to bed. Washing the hair with soap or shampoo at least once a week. Washing hands with soap after going to toilet. Washing hands with soap before preparing or eating food during normal duty activities such as working and playing. Disease-causing germs may get onto the hands and under the nails. If the germs are not washed before preparing food or eating, they may get onto the food. Changing into clean clothes. Dirty clothes should be washed with laundry soap before wearing them again. Hanging clothes in the sun to dry or the sun rays will kill some disease-causing germs and parasites. Turning away from other people and covering the nose and mouth with a tissue or the handkerchief when coughing or sneezing. If this is not done, droplets of liquid containing germs from the nose and mouth will be spread in the air and other people can breathe them in or the droplets can get onto the food. There are also types of personal hygiene. One, we have toilet hygiene. Wash your hands after you use the restroom. Scrub with soap for 20 to 30 seconds and be sure to clean between your fingers on the back of your hands and under your nails. Rinse with warm water and dry with clean towel. If you don't have running water or soap, an alcohol-based hand sanitizer will also work. Use one that at least 60% alcohol. Another one, we have shower hygiene. Personal preference may dictate how often you wish to shower, but most people will benefit from a rinse at least every other day. Shower with soap helps rinse away dead skin, bacteria, and oils. You should also wash your hair at least twice a week. Shampooing your hair and scalp helps remove skin buildup and protects against oily residues that can irritate your skin. Another one, we have nail hygiene. Trim your nails regularly to keep them short and clean. Brush under them with a nail brush or washcloth to rinse away build up dirt and germs. Tidying your nails helps you prevent spreading germs into your mouth and other body openings. You should always avoid biting your nails. Teeth hygiene. Good Dental hygiene is about more than just pearly white teeth. Caring for your teeth and gum is a smart way to prevent gum disease and cavities. Brush at least twice a day for 2 minutes. Aim to brush after you wake up and before bed. If you can, brush after every meal. Floss between your teeth daily and ask your dentist about using an antibacterial mouthwash. These two steps can help prevent tooth decay and eliminate pockets where bacteria and germs can build up. Sickness hygiene. If you're not feeling well, you should take steps to keep from spreading germs to others. This includes covering your mouth and nose when sneezing, wiping down shared surfaces with an antibacterial wipe, and not sharing any utensils or electronics, and also immediately throw away any soiled tissues. So take note, most especially at present that we are experiencing the COVID-19 pandemic. Hands hygiene. Germs on your hands can easily enter your body through your mouth, nose, eyes, or ears. So you need to wash your hands when you handle food, before you eat, if you handle garbage, when you sneeze, anytime you touch an animal. Likewise, wash your hands after changing a baby's diaper, helping someone clean themselves, or when cleaning a cut or wound. People who maintain highest levels of neatness and are well groomed appear to be very well organized in their work, and they maintain a high degree of neatness in their desks. If you are well groomed, it would demonstrate your ability to take utmost care of yourself. It would create a positive impression. Most especially, okay, you will feel extra confident about yourself, radiant sense of self-esteem will be developed. You can make lasting impressions quickly, and you are more likely to draw positive attention. Proper use of basic facilities. For comfort rooms, close the door and make sure it clicks. If you are in a public facility, you should lock it. Second, check first in a public restroom. Don't just push open a stall door. Someone may have missed the latch or the lock might not work. So you need to check under the door, and if you see fit, go to another stall or wait for the person to finish. Number three, avoid chatter. Don't confuse the restroom with a conference room. It's not the place to chat about business or hold long personal discussions. Remember that there may be or other people there, and they shouldn't be forced to listen to something they don't need to know. Number four, allows personal space. When you go into restroom, don't crowd other people. Be respectful of the personal space of the others. Men, unless the restroom is crowded, skip a urinal to prevent someone else from being uncomfortable. Number five, ignore your cell phone. Don't chat on cell phone while using the restroom. The person in the next or next to you shall over doesn't need to know the details of your personal life. Number six, dispose of personal hygiene products. Anything you use for personal hygiene needs to be wrapped and disposed of in a trash receptacle. Avoid flushing anything in the toilet, particularly a toilet paper, because it might clog the system. Number seven, replace supplies. If you use the last of the toilet paper, soap, or paper towel, Show respect for the next person and replace it. However, if you don't see spare ones lying around, okay, inform someone that needs to be taken care of. Number 8, wash your hands. Never leave the restroom without washing your hands, and this is both an etiquette issue and a sanitary necessity. You can prevent the spread of germs by keeping your hands clean. Dry your hands after washing them. If you are in person's home, reach for the hand towel rather than a bath towel. In a public restroom, you should have access to either paper towels or air dryers. Number 9, clean up after yourself. Leave the restroom or bottom in as good of condition as you found it. This means that men should check the floor around the toilet and wipe up splatters. Both men and women need to check the toilet seat and make sure they are clean. After washing your hands, avoid splashing water or soap all over the counter and mirror. Number 10, don't hug the mirrors. For ladies, it's fine and even expected for you to freshen your makeup in the restroom. However, if someone is waiting to wash their hands or use the mirror after you, okay, do what you need to do and then, okay, get out of the way as quickly as possible. Number 11, report a clog. Whether you caused the clog or someone before you did, make sure that the host or office or the manager knows about it. It is much better to discreetly let the person know rather than have the problem get worsen later. Basic rules of telephone etiquette are as follows. Speak directly into the mouthpiece of the phone or a headset while talking. Do not eat or chew gum while talking on the phone. Do not cover the phone with your hand or put it against your chest to avoid the caller hearing you. Chances are they will still be able to comprehend what you are saying. If you are interrupted or must talk to somebody or someone else in your workplace while you are on the phone, simply ask the caller if they can hold and press the hold button. Do not place the handset in the cradle until you press the hold button. Do not lay the receiver on the desk without placing the caller on hold, so the caller will hear everything being discussed in your office. And always be courteous. When answering the telephone, always try to answer your own telephone whenever possible. Always practice answering your telephone within 2 to 3 rings. To greet the caller for larger organizations, you can state thank you for calling and then state your department. How may I direct your call? For a smaller organization, you can state thank you for calling, state your department. May I help you? For departments, okay, you can state your department. For example, this is Criminology Office, and then state your name, and then you will say, may I help you? There has been a lot of discussion of using good morning or good afternoon. This is unnecessary if you use the right tone. Also, people tend to make mistakes when using this. Okay, especially if they say good morning when it's already afternoon and vice versa. When placing a caller on hold, remember to ask your caller, do you mind holding? Or may I put you on hold before doing so? If you take the time to ask your caller to hold, be sure to listen to the response. After placing your caller on hold, check back periodically between 30 to 40 seconds. Give them the option to continue to hold if it will take longer to find information or offer to call them back. When returning to your call, remember to thank them for waiting. If your caller cannot hold, offer to take a message, transfer to another party, or arrange for them the uh, return or the call at a specific time. If you are not in a position, ask your caller to hold. Tell the caller, please hold. Before depressing the hold button, take note that when placing multiple calls on hold, remember to return to the first caller you place on hold first. Proper use of covered walk or corridors. Make room for others. If you're walking with other people and taking up most or all of the sidewalk or hallway, it is your responsibility to make room for any other person coming towards you. In doing so, don't wait until the last moment. Move over before you bump into someone. Pay attention to your surroundings. That's number two. When you stop to chat with people, don't block the sidewalk or hallway. You should move to one side so others can pass. People shouldn't have to walk around you or push past you. Number three, don't walk and text on the phone. So, most especially in a narrow hallways, okay, uh, students are advised not to text or use their phone because they might bump somebody in the hallway or in the sidewalk. Number four, don't cut too closely when passing someone. Doing so can be startling. So, to the person you are cutting in front of, and the heels of your shoes may be stepped on. Number five, greet people. If you make eye contact with someone, acknowledge them with hello or hi or good morning or a smile or a nod of the head. When you do so, you are letting them into your space and you are less likely to bump into them. Remember, you don't need to know someone to say hello. And number six, don't stop suddenly. People will bump into you. Conference hall or conference room or meeting room is a room provided for singular events such as faculty meetings, conferences, and programs. For the rules on conference room, okay, clean up after use, including catering items, wipe table with a damp rag when necessary, pull a trash in the garbage, push the chairs back into the table, erase the whiteboard, and turn the light off. There are also 10 tips for proper use of conference room, particularly the etiquette uh, conference room. Don't leave a mess, stick to the schedule, make any cancellation as early as possible. Be thoughtful and accommodating. Don't assume an empty room is up for grabs. Limited food and drinks or limit food and drinks. Put your phone away. Ask questions during meetings. Don't get too comfortable and be on time. Proper use of classroom. Number one, take responsibility for your education. There is a common myth among students that because they pay tuition fee, they deserve to receive credit for the class. So this is not true because at present, okay, uh, students now are enjoying the free educations. Instructors are here to create a learning environment. Whether you learn depends on your willingness to listen, ask appropriate questions, and do the work necessary to pass the course. College courses are rigorous and demanding. You may have to work harder and seek more help in order to succeed. Number two, attend every class. You will find that students who attend every class, listen to the instructor, and take good notes will be more likely to pass. And possibly, okay, they will have a high grade. If you have an emergency or illness, contact your instructor or inform your instructor. So let them know that you will be absent. A local study showed that students who missed the first class or the class meeting were more likely later to withdraw or fail. Important note that if you miss a class, it is your responsibility to meet with the instructor or outside of a regular class time to determine a plan to make up the missed work. Number three, get to class on time. Students who walk into the classroom late distract other students in the learning environment. Check the course syllabus for the professor's attendance policy. Number four, do not have private conversation. The noise or your noise is distracting other students. Number five, turn off mobile phones. It is very distracting to hear someone's mobile phone ringing during the class. Number six, do not dominate other students' opportunity to learn by asking too many questions. It is good to ask questions and make comments, but if you dominate the class time for too many questions and comments, the instructor and other students cannot participate in class discussions. When asking questions and making comments, keep them related to the discussion at hand. Number seven, respect your instructor. Openly challenging the instructor's knowledge or authority in the classroom is not appropriate. If you take issue with instructor's information or instructional method, make sure that your comments are made without confrontation or antagonism. You may want to discuss your issues with her or him privately. Instructors' classroom policies, procedures, and teaching styles vary. Some instructors, for example, enforce attendance policies vigorously, while others are more lenient about attendance. Assignments and classroom activities are at the prerogative of the instructor. Each instructor has the freedom and authority to set the guidelines and policies for his or her classroom. So within the overall policies of the college, or it must be in accordance with the policies of the college or the university. Consult the instructor's syllabus for specific information pertinent to each class. Number 8, your classmates deserve your respect and support. Others may have ideas and opinions that differ from yours, or they may struggle to understand information as quickly as their peers, but they deserve the same level of respect from you as you wish to receive them too. Number 9, come to class prepared. Students who forget common classroom policies or supplies, such as pencil, paper, okay, books, and others, usually waste class time, especially if there is a quiz or activities. Students who have not completed their assigned homework many times ask questions that could have been answered through their assignments. Number 10, turn in your work on time. It is important to plan ahead. Students who wait until the last minute to do their work usually make lower grades and are more likely to miss deadlines. Study and do your assignments. Doing so, okay, ensures that if a problem occurs at the last minute, such as a computer malfunction or network malfunction, or you don't have or you have poor internet connection, you will still be prepared. Okay, take note for number 10. Okay, you have to make your schedule, most especially so that you have a lot of assignments and courses to comply or to let's say finish. Number 11, do not bring children to class. Children in classroom are distracting to the instructor. Other students need to plan ahead for childcare. Most especially the students who have already children or who are solo parents. So we understand your situation, but you need to consider also that you have to respect your instructors, okay, during class. Proper use of clinic. All students must have a hall pass before coming to the clinic. A student feeling ill will be limited to 20 minutes in the clinic. Students staying longer or going home will be at the discretion of the health services staff or the nurse due to the limited space and the amount of students seen in the clinic. No student will be permitted to stay an entire period unless deemed necessary by the nurse, okay, or the staff member. Number 3, clinic phones are to be used for ill students and for health members only or health services only. No students are to make personal calls on clinic phones. Number 4, only ill students and student aides will be allowed back into the clinic area. Number 5, the clinic is not to be used for socializing. Number 6, students not adhering to these rules will be asked to leave once and may be sent to the dean. And number 7, repeated visits to the clinic may be indicative of an attendance problem. The dean or school counselor shall be notified. Proper use of stairs. Pay careful attention to your steps. Staircase step have variation in height, so it is important that you know the distance between the two steps. Calculate the distance between each step so you know exactly how high you should raise your legs to land on the next step safely. Number 2, avoid taking the stairs in your stocking feet, loose shoes, or floppy slippers. This increases your chance of slipping down while using the stairs. Be extra careful when wearing long dresses and high-heeled shoes, tripping on the dress and not being able you to have an accident. Number 3, always use the handrails if readily available. They are installed to guide the person walking on the stairs to ensure additional safety. If any case you lose your balance while climbing or down the stairs, okay, holding firmly to the handrails will save you from falling down and injuring yourself severely. Number 4, don't rush. Take your time while using the stairs. People who are in a hurry are more likely to fall down than those who don't. Number 5, avoid distraction. Talking to someone or using your cell phone, reading, looking somewhere, etc. increases your risk of falling down the stairs. Save these activities for later when you are no longer using the stairs. Take note, okay, you need to protect yourself from accident. Number 6, pay attention to the signs close to the stairs, the clutter, and the overall surface of the stairs. Always check the stairs as you go up or down. Some stairs are being renovated and signs are put up to caution the users, so you need to pay attention. Number 7, make use of good lighting. A well-lit staircase decreases the likelihood of accidents. Turn on the lights when you are walking up and down. Do not assume you can navigate yourself very good in the dark. Accidents happen to those who are unprepared. Number 8, ask for assistance. If you have a leg injury and using a walking aid such as cane or crutches, or you are currently suffering from arthritis, be sure to have someone assist you, and this is a safer way to climb up and down, okay, these stairs without hurting yourself further. Most students, given their developmental limitation, do not yet possess the self-control or mature individual. This is why the school, assuming special parental authority, has set norms to help the students evolve into self-disciplined individuals. Approaching your college professors and school officials can feel intimidating, but it's an essential part of being a successful student. Here's what professor and school wishes students knew about communicating with them. So take note 1. Remember, we're people too. Many students seem afraid of talking to professors or instructors, officials, because for whatever reasons they forget that their professors are human. Sure, we give you grades and bus you for improperly formatting your citations, but we're also people who are trying to do a job the best we can do. So just like you are. Number 2, talking to you is part of our job. Students sometimes worry that showing up to office or office hours or sending an email is irritating to professors. Remember, communicating with the student is part of our job. It also helps us teach better, and all students are different. Some of them grasp material better during a one-on-one office hours meeting. Some of them learn better by email conversation, by uh, one-on-one conversation, informal conversation, and the like. When students articulate what helps them, the professors are more effective, and the class is a better experience for everyone. So we have email and office hours for a reason. Don't be hesitant or apologetic for using them. Number 3, keep its professor's communication preferences in mind the first time you reach out. Most professors write on the syllabus and or state in class their preference for how student get in touch with them. Most probably our classroom policy or the at present I'm using a online class policy. So office hours are always a safe bet, especially if you have a question that will take some time to discuss or if you want to get to know your professor better. Most professors are happy to receive emails as well as though, okay, in my policy, okay, I hate answering personal messages. That's why I'm requiring you to post your queries in our FB page because your other classmate, okay, you might have the same concern. So that I will not be duplicating the messages or your concerns or to answer your concerns. So I will only address one and everybody will read on our FB page. Number 4, we are not mind readers. So if you have concern, approach your professor in a way that they want you to approach them. Because as I made mention a while ago, if students vary, okay, the strategies, the way how the professors approach you, okay, they have a different way also. So you need to follow what policy they are using in your online class. Number five, don't suffer in silence. So since I made mention a while ago that we are not mind readers, okay? So it is very difficult to us to help you if ever you have problems and you will not inform us. Most especially so if it is related to the course that we are handling. So for that to be resolved, okay, you need to be or you need to inform, okay, the professor or your instructor uh, who is authorized to resolve the problem. Number six, be proactive. Don't wait until the night time before a paper is due to email your professor with questions. If you get a difficult assignment, ask question as soon as you can. This will save you time and trouble down the road. If you know, okay, weeks in advance that you have three finals on the same day that your final paper is due or your assignment is due, ask for an extension right away. Professor rarely grant extensions right before a deadline unless there's an extenuating circumstance. So asking early demonstrate foresight and shows that you haven't slacked off or procrastinated. The same goes for absences. If you know you'll need to miss a class or two, email your professors ahead. Okay? So tell them or ask them about you can make up a material or an activity in class. Number seven, communicate about anything that may affect your performance in the class. There are many obstacles that may arise during the semester. So difficulties with class, too many extracurricular activities, too many shifts at work for working students, okay, homesickness for those who are far from their family. The list goes on and on. Sometimes, okay, students think that if their problem isn't academic in nature, they shouldn't tell their professors. But the student should tell their professors if something or anything is going on negatively affect their classwork. Number eight, use proper etiquette and grammar. Most students are polite in office hours, but etiquette goes out the window over email. So, or even in personal messages, okay, they forget to greet, they even forget to introduce themselves in sending emails and personal message. So, do not forget to always practice etiquette. Number nine, don't ask question if you can easily find the answer. So, take note that as much as I encourage student to ask question, I inevitably get at least a dozen emails or even personal message, okay? Not only for last semester, but this semester, okay? So, asking questions, okay, during office hours, okay, is possible. You can PM or send personal message to your professor or teachers, but make sure during office hours, do not send message during nighttime, weekends, okay, because they are also resting. They need also to rest. Okay, I take note. I made mention a while ago that your professors are human too. Okay, they are human too. So it's basic information. Okay, take note that the content of question should be considered. Like for example, if you will ask about the topic and you know already that syllabus is posted in the lens, so that's already um, question which is or which can easily answer, because all you have to do is to open your lens and look for the syllabus. Okay. Accept responsibility for number 10. Ultimately, you're the one in charge of your education. Okay, take note. So students often shift the burden onto their professors, which is that is my experience since I've been in the academy, whether they realize it or not. So there are some students who will send you a personal message and then they will blame you because they have a low grade. But take notes, guys, okay, that it is your responsibility to take care of your um, grades. So be responsible, most especially in doing your assignments, your classworks, or in answering your quizzes. So you need to be prepared or be ready at all times. 5 tips in transacting business to college and campus officials. One of the example of campus official is the dean of the college. So one, introduce yourself. Using office hours to introduce yourself to a college and campus official at the beginning of the semester can be a great way to discuss your concerns, especially as they might relate to school matters. While it's good for you or your college and campus officials to get to know or to get to know you, make sure you're using both of your time effectively to also discuss matters you want to deal with. Number 2, come prepared with specific questions or concepts to review. Office hours aren't a time when college and campus officials will complete your work for you. Rather, you should arrive to office hours with questions prepared, and you should make sure you've thoroughly attempted to complete an assignment or review a concept before the meeting. During office hours, expect college and campus officials to ask you questions about your concerns. This will allow them to gauge what information you understand and where you can improve. Number 3, don't wait until the last minute. You should go to the office during office hours sooner rather than later. If you wait too long into the semester to meet with officials, you may start to feel overwhelmed and possibly confused about your concerns. Your questions will start to build up. Speak with the officials as soon as possible so that you're not scrambling to understand your concerns at the last minute. Number 4, be ready to take notes. The officials will likely give you information and advice, so bring a notebook and pen and be ready to write. It's up to you to absorb the material you take away from your meeting. The officials might also recommend study strategies to guide you in your future academics, to take note of those as well. Number 6 or number 5, bring any relevant course material. If you have a question about an exam, bring the test with you or the test paper with you to the office during office hours and mark down the questions you're having trouble with. The same goes for any assignment you need uh, help them or you need them to discuss with. Learning takes effort on the part of both the student and the professor, so it's vital that you come prepared. Thank you so much for listening. Have a nice day.